Students, now going to discuss about the diversity of living world. It is the first unit in zoology. In this, students, what is the meaning of diversity? Diversity means that are the changes appeared by the living things, living organisms. Okay, each one of the organisms shows the variations. Even parents or produces offsprings. Offsprings also shows the difference in color and body formation, height, like that. Okay, size, like that. Okay, and these are the changes or becomes into larger and bigger in one species to another species individuals. These are the variations in body buildup, body color, body morphological characters shows by the organisms. Okay, in all animals variations are available. These are the changes are available. Okay, that is called diversity. Student, now first topic is what is life? Life is the unique feature, only one of the feature that is available in living organisms. Life, it is the unique aggregation, it is formed by aggregation of the molecules. Students, life that is the property shows by the living organism, and it is a unique aggregation of the molecules. It is life of individual and formed by aggregation of the unit of the molecules. Okay, students, and molecules have the tendency to express various chemical reactions. Students, molecules present in the organisms, so these are the molecules shows the one of the feature, that is molecules have the tendency to express different types of the chemical reactions. Molecules present in the organisms shows the different types of the chemical reactions. These are the chemical reactions present occurs in the molecules which are present in living thing. Okay, it is the property of the living organism in world. Life is the property. Life is the main feature, characteristic feature that is present in living organisms in the world. Students, next, what is the meaning of biology? Okay, biology, it is the branch of the science that deals with the study of the living organisms. Which are the living organisms? Microorganisms, plants, animals are the living organisms. Biology, it is the branch of the science deals with the living organisms. Okay, students, next, organisms show diversity. Diversity is available. Diversity means variations from one organism to another organisms. Okay, and for example, birds shows diversity, different types of the birds. Okay, mammals shows diversity, different types of the mammals are there. Okay, there is a differentiation available in tiger and the lion. Okay, differentiation available in elephant and the rat. These are the diversity. Only it is the diversity not only available in internal structure and external structure. Diversity is mostly occurs in the animals. Okay, students, in this organisms shows diversity, fundamental uniformity. Fundamental means basic point. Fundamental uniformity, how these are the organisms are built up. Okay, how the growth is possible in these animals, this like. Okay, fundamental uniformity is available in the organisms. And protoplasm, the content present in the inner part of the cell, that is called protoplasm, the content present in the cell, inner part of the cell. Okay, that is called protoplasm. Next, DNA. DNA, it is the genetic material. DNA with the nucleotides, students, nucleotides. Okay, nitrogen bases and sugar molecules present in that forms the DNA. Okay, students, that is about the nucleotides. Okay, DNA with the nucleotides. All living things shows these molecules, that is the fundamental uniformity. All animals having cells with cytoplasm, that is the fundamental uniformity. Okay, students. Next, living organisms show some amount of the characteristic features. Okay, students, which are the characteristic features appeared in living organisms? What is the differences between the living things and the non-living things? Okay, students, now discuss about that one by one. In this, first one is cellular organization. Cellular organization, that means organisms consist of cells. Okay, if you observe any one of the organism, plant or animal or microorganism having cells, microorganisms having single cell. Okay, student, organisms consist of cells. Okay, student, property of living beings. Okay, all organisms that consist cells. Okay, unicellular organisms means entire the body is formed by single cell. Single cell is behave like one of the body of organism. For example, if you observe amoeba, paramecium, euglena, these are entire the body is formed by single cell. And all types of the physiological activities like respiration, excretion and osmoregulation. Okay, students, these are circulation, all the activities performed by single cell. The type of the organisms are called unicellular organisms. Okay, student, in higher organisms shows the cells are united and form the tissues, different types of the tissues, connective tissues, nervous tissues, muscular tissues, epithelial tissues. These are the tissues. Cells are united and form the tissues. Tissues forms the organs. Organs forms the organ systems. Different types of the organ systems present in the living organisms like digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, excretory system, like that. If you observe each one of the system, that is formed by hierarchical levels of the organization. That means tissues develops into organs develops into organ system, that like that. Okay, cells, already you know about the cells. Entire body of living organisms, that is formed by union of the cells. Okay, any one of the animal's body, that is totally formed by aggregation of the cells, union of the cells. Okay, students, that is cell. What about the cell? Cell is the structural functional unit of the body. Okay, student. Next, two kinds of cells are there. These are, one is the prokaryotic cell, another one is eukaryotic cell. What is the meaning of prokaryotic? These are the cells does not shows the distinct nuclei. Separate nuclei is not available in these cells. And eukaryotic cell, that is the cell shows the distinct nuclei. Separate nuclei is present in the inner part of cell. Next, student, complexity of organization. It is the level of the organization not available in non-living organisms. Complexity of organization. Student, living beings shows the hierarchical level of organization. Hierarchical means cells and develops into tissues, tissues develops into organs, organs develops into organ systems. Many organ systems present in the animals, that is hierarchy level of organization. Cellular level, tissue level, organ system level, and finally organ system. Many organ system that forms the single animal or organism or the plant. Student, in this complexity, this type of the level of organization, this type of the complexity, tissue, cells, tissue, organ system is not present in the non-living things. Next students, responsiveness. What is the meaning of responsiveness? Organisms shows the response to the external stimuli or any one of the stimuli came from the outer environment. Okay student, organisms respond to environmental signals. Student, organisms, animal or the plant, student, any one of the organism show response against the stimuli is came from outer surroundings, outer environment. Okay, respond to environmental signals or external stimuli. Okay student. Next, it is the responsiveness to the environment, outer surroundings, and another animals for mating purpose, reproductive purpose. Okay, that is also called irritability. Responsiveness also called irritability. Students, received by sense organs. This is the students, this is the responsiveness or stimuli is received by sense organs like nose and eyes, skin, tongue, like that. Next, another plant shows sense. Plant, even plants also shows the sensitivity or the responsiveness to the light, temperature and the water. Students, next, growth. What about the growth? Students, irreversible increase in mass of individual is growth. And in this irreversible means not coming back to its original position, never come into original position. Okay, irreversible increase in mass of individual. Okay, individual mass is increases, this is irreversible. Okay, reverse is not possible, is called growth student. Okay, growth by increase in number, growth by increase in number or by increase in size of the cells. Growth is possible by two methods. One is increase in number. Okay student, increase in number, it is possible to growth is possible by increase in number and by increase in size of cells. Okay, in organisms growth is possible by increasing in number of the cells. Okay, cells that goes to the division and forms the more number of the cells, produce more number of the cells, and these are in this way growth is possible in the organisms, in plants and animals. Next, growth by accumulation of materials externally. Students, from the outside to the thing, from the outside some amount of the material is added. Okay, at the same time growth is mass is increases, growth is possible. Okay students, growth is possible by adding of amount of material from to the outside. Okay, externally, accumulation of the materials externally, this type of the growth student is called extrinsic growth. extrinsic growth or external growth. Next, growth by cytoplasm, nucleus, cell wall and fibers of the connective tissue, that is called intrinsic growth. Okay students, intrinsic growth or internal growth. If you observe students, organisms shows the growth, it is possible by the cells goes to the division and forms the more number of the cells, and at the same time cytoplasm is forms and plasma membrane also develops. Okay students, and the student more number of the cells are arranged its places and growth is possible. That is, the growth is called, okay, formation of the cytoplasm, formation of the nucleus, formation of the DNA material, genetic material, and more number of the cells are arranged its places. In this way growth is possible in the organisms, that is the growth is called intrinsic growth or the internal growth.